Okay, so now it is June 6th of 2026, and it's starting to rain. Yep. So, with this done now, I mean, it's not perfect. Already it's coming out. You can see. Right, so he's going to have to reinforce that with wood. Daniel, that is. Right? You can see there's a leak there, but, well, this needs to be extended to 1 degree or another over there, but it's still going to backdraft when the water drips, because it's dripping in here now, right? You can see. Is it there? This is what Daniel and I we're trying to shoot for, in terms of as the water is pooling in here. Hopefully it will just keep going down, and then, I mean, it's a light rain right now. I don't know if you can see that. I can't really see. Eyes have gotten worse. Those hue colors are coming. I'm actually thinking to phone the doctor and asking him why I'm getting all these flashes of hues of 3D glass tinted colors, I guess you could say. It's awful. Okay, so what's the floor like? I can't see it, but I can feel it. Yeah, it's wet. It's wet. You can see it's wet, right? How far wet is it? It's dry here. You can hear it. You can hear it. Once we get into here, no. Now where I'm standing, I'm not getting wet. But what's happening, I think, is that it's dropping from here and it's backdrafting. But it's still, it's not, like, you're not walking on that stuff where your foot's gonna go crashing through because of the wood rot under the porch cover, right? Because they just covered up rotten cedar plywoods, people, okay, with a thin sheet of plywood, and then they put that there. So, like, this porch has been standing here for years, like more than 20 years, okay? And the only reason it hasn't come crashing down is because my son and myself, and now Daniel, have been trying to do repairs on it. So besides that point, it's better than what it was, okay? At least when you walk on it, you don't feel like you're gonna go, your foot's gonna go crashing through, right? And we can extend this a little bit to 1 degree or another. Same principle on what he was doing here, where, you know, if it was a really heavy rain, the rain should be pouring out through there because of what he'd done. And I can see, I don't see that well, but I see shadows. I can see there's a bit of a dip there. So it will do the job. For how long it will hold up, I don't know. Outside of this tarp is a better tarp. I don't know what's going on the inside of the F Club, but I just told him not to worry about it at this point. Yeah. Okay, so it's May 6th. I'm going to try and spend some time down here because I got to get up on moving things around. Now, I think there is still mice in the house. This is from before I got down here. Where is it? This is from before I got down here. It's like all over the place. Really bad up in here. Obviously I can't see, but I can feel. And of course, you know, I had buckets here, right? So as I was pulling out the buckets, I had to wipe everything down. So the goal is, Daniel's not around. I was going to pay Daniel to maybe come and help me move this all out so I could just, whatever, because, you see, Mickey's on the prowl. You're on the prowl, Mickey, aren't you? I know there's mice. There's mice everywhere. Look at her tail's going. She looking. Yeah, that means they're still in here somewhere. Yeah, they're getting in through the walls, people, from outside. Anyway. Okay. Okay. Auntie ShaMay's room, and I'm trying not to get angry here. These bottles, soy sauce and yada yada, were in this box, which was open like this. I had soup here, which I wiped down and moved. Okay? But look what's going on in this box. Do you see what's going on in that box? That's all fucking mouse shit. Like, this is pathetic, man. Okay, so this is pretty messed up. There's a hole there in the corner. There's two types of rodents in the house. There's mice in the basement. Yeah, and they're still here. I hear them in the laundry room for sure. And when the cats were down here, they were going snaky. Plus, I think rats are trying to chew in. Okay? But definitely up in the ceiling, the rats. I don't think they're mice. I think they're rats because their chew is way too strong. And with that, they go through the walls. And a while back, I was down here up in the sewing area where I'm going to put some sewing equipment, yada yada. And what do you call it? It was at the baseboard, chewing at the baseboard, trying to get in. And the gnawing was very strong, like when it's up in the ceiling. So we probably got Norway rats, because there's a whole lot of those in the neighborhood. Yeah. They're usually the common ones to be inside of houses. And then, of course, mice. And they're still in the house. Yeah. Because they're outside. Right now, of course, some people would say, but you do food prep. It's all because of that food. No, actually, that's not true because, first of all, they can't get into cans. But they can get into the boxes where the cans are. They can't get into bottles of soy sauce, but they definitely can get into the boxes of those types of things, right? And the only thing that I found so far where they got into was I dehydrated blackberries a while back. Oh, years and years and years ago. And they were just in some plastic bag. Outside of that, I haven't come into contact with anything where they chewed through. I'll just show you, for example, a box, and then decided that what was ever in here, which is vacuum sealed, you can see, so far I haven't come into anything that's been chewed through yet. And that's just in cardboard boxes. Because I have a few of those because, you know, in the old days, right? And this is, what is this? I can't really tell. Soft white wheat. Right? And the box is perfectly fine. And then there's another box with stuff in a Mylar bag. I don't know what it is. But that wasn't compromised. So, you know, it's almost like they just like to run around and cause havoc. Because they're not like, you know, like, they're not going to be interested in salt. Oh, speaking of that, not that that has anything to do with what I'm going to say. There is somebody in the neighborhood that is picking locks. Yeah, I'm almost positive of it. Because when I got that wood given to me, with the pieces of plywood, right? I moved some 2x4s and 2 pieces of plywood up by the shed in the back here. And I put the wheelbarrow in front of it because Andre had already had the wheelbarrow there. And of course got up in the morning and the 2 pieces of plywood were gone. They probably ran off with a few pieces of 2x4s. And then because Daniel was working Now, I had already gone to Home Depot and I bought like 3-inch nails, 3 1/4 inch or 3 1/8 inch nails for fencing and that kind of stuff. And because they go on an angle, right? And screws, 1 1/8 and I don't know, 3-inch screws, which are pretty much all gone now. Daniel used pretty much all the screws. But I said, well, I got different size nails that like came from a nail gun, but they're smaller, right? Like maybe 2-inch, 2.5. If you need those ones, Andre, go open up the shed. And that lock had been picked again. Yep. But they put it back on to make it look like whatever. And when I went inside and I looked, I could see that something had been moved around because I have this big salmon fishing net that was like staring in my face. And so yeah, there's a freak in the neighborhood, more than one, that's picking locks. And then today, I'm down here, right? Now I know for a fact in the bedroom where Tisha is, okay? That window was locked. Yep. Because the guys were working down there and I made sure it was locked and it had a long stick in the window. But when I went in there, the boards that I had put up for the window just to cover it up for now were down, right? And I thought, okay, maybe the cats knocked it down. So I waded my way in there. It's all kids stuff. Crafts, toys, miscellaneous junk, shit like that. Alright. I get to the window. I see this dinky little piece of board, Presto wood board, right? And I'm like, that's not right. Shouldn't be there. And I go to test the window, and you know what? The window opened enough for a small individual to crawl through. So, I figure somebody picked the lock, okay? And then just made it easy for themselves to go through the back where it's dark, because they're creeping my yard all the time. I told you. If they're not stealing freaking plants, they're stealing flowers. If they're not stealing flowers, they're stealing wood. When they took out the carpet, there was carpet out in the garage. They stole the carpet because I was going to use it for landscaping in some areas to control weeds, right? And like they wanted to clearly come back and crawl through the window. So they didn't have to pick the lock again. Because if they're picking the shed lock continuously, well, not continuously, but 2 times that I know of, right? Just whatever. Tweakers. It's either a spider or a moth. Not too many moths down here. So anyway, yeah. So I'm not a happy camper because, I pretty much spent my whole time in this one corner. I'm having to wipe everything down, like, even, like stupid. And I'm like, I don't know how to stop people from picking locks, right? I don't. Right? They're going to do what they want to do. Just, and like, there's a crack shack over there, and it could be coming from over there. But there was this white guy running around. He was bringing stuff into my yard and putting it on the side of the house. And when Marcaine and Marina and Andre drove up, they caught him, and they were watching him, and he ran off. Right? I don't know what happened to the shit that was on the side of the house that he brought. But the point is he's going around in the neighborhood and he's stealing and he's hiding it in other people's yards to come back and get it later. That's the kind of person that's probably running around picking locks. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And there was a bag of fabric in here. Because I don't get down here very much, but I'm going to get on with it. But anyway, that should not have been in here. There was no reason for it to be in here. And like, I'm kind of thinking I'm losing things, things are being taken from me, right? They are. And I'm thinking it's my son being spiteful. No, it's somebody that's picking locks, opening up windows, making it so they can crawl through, come back on a different day in the middle of the night. Yeah, it's stupid. It's because I'm vacuuming up mouse shit and everything. And right now I'm wiping stuff down because, you know, I wanted to say, you know, like, I am going to try the bucket trick to catch, I guess, mice downstairs. I'd like to put it up in the attic if I could. Maybe get Daniel to do it or something. Right? Climb up there and put a bucket up there for me. Where, you know, they has that little ramp where if a rat or a mouse climbs up on it, they go to eat the peanut butter and then the can spins or whatever, and the mouse or the rat, they fall into the water and they drown in a 5-gallon bucket. I'm definitely doing it down here in this room and in the laundry room once I get it figured out. But yeah, they got in here too because I can feel little turds. Not many, but because what can they eat, right? But they get into everything. So I'm going to use a 5-gallon bucket with a whatever it's called, little ramp. Oh my God, my nose is starting to run. Oh, this is disgusting. But no regrets. I figure like this, every prepper has to go through this at least once. Right? This only happened when they started tearing up the outside down on the corner there with that building that they're building. Which they're like, oh, it's so big. It's terrible. Okay. It's the next day. Vacuuming. I'm trying to stay positive here, people. Like, seriously, you don't even know. This is an old radio. Like, you know, I'm down here with the ghosts. I'm serious. Is that, you know, I feel like I'm down here with ghosts. I can feel them. But they're keeping me company, so I'm not too worried about it, right? Outside of, I gotta clean. I gotta wash. I'm just vacuuming it up, so moving things out, so I can move in a couple of wall units in here for my jars, because my son took apart that 14-year-old food storage area and just scattered a whole bunch of freaking jars. So anyway, oh my Lord. Okay, I'm gonna plug this on. I'm lonely in here with the ghosts. It'd be interesting to see if we get a little tune in here. I don't even know how to turn this thing on. How do you turn it on? Oh, it's a tuner. I don't even know how to turn it on. Oh my God. Okay, FM, tone, volume. Oh, here we go. Oh. Okay. We need something. Tuning. ShaMay playing piano. See, I told you there's ghosts down here.
Give it to me. All the hits of the 90s and 2000s. This is Kiss Throwbacks.
Oh.
I do wish you well. You left me, I'll never tell. I look to
You gotta get that sweet spot, right?
Pennies and dimes for a kiss.
Oh, Uncle John would be loving this right now.
In my way, your stare was holding red chain skin.
And Sierra just be getting with the groove.
Where you think you're going?
Mr. Gill would be like,
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look back.
okay. Anyway, we know it works. Okay, these little buggers are sneaky. They like to come in the corners. There's one by the door, actually a fairly large hole. There's another one here. I can stick my finger in there. Yeah. So, I have that Barillo stuff. So, but that's not gonna keep them out. How to move everything. It's disgusting in here. It was really bad over there. Interesting though, they never really went into the cupboard there in the closet. From what I can tell. I've been feeling around in there and I haven't felt anything. Absolutely nothing. But they've been going like, it's the wild, wild west out here. Oh yeah. So I'm just clearing it out. And then I'm going to take a scrub brush to it with some disinfectant after the fact. Not today, right? Obviously not, because I still got lost. I'm just doing this corner right now. I'm not taking this out, though. But I got tools and stuff. Like, not tools, but, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know where to put it, though. Like, you know, to work. Like, that's to clean blinds with, and... You know, there's nails, and, but, I don't know, man, I don't know, that drawer's broken, but, yeah, and then, I had to take a scrub brush with some, I have, that orange, you know, that orange solution that you can use as a disinfectant, so I'll probably use that, and then after the fact, I think they don't like peppermint smell. There's a smell that they don't like, a herb. I think it's peppermint, and I'm pretty sure I have peppermint, you know, essential oils, eh? So I'll definitely spray that around the baseboards. And then, oh my God. But yeah, it's going to take a while, and even then I'm all paranoid about them coming back in. Because they're in the laundry room. I've already heard them. So... You know, it's because they're coming in from outside, through the walls, outside. Yeah, Andre said he's seen one come in. Did you know this stuff doesn't really go bad? And if you didn't like it, when the time came to eat it, you could turn this into an emergency candle. Ugh, it has mouse shit on that too. Oh my God. What a hassle. What a freaking hassle. But whatever. Yeah, I gotta take, I gotta go from, oh my Lord. Anyway, no regrets. And I don't have any regrets doing food prep. I don't. There's so many people that are hungry that, you know, you can't beat yourself up for, I don't know what, creating yourself extra work. I don't know. I'm looking forward to actually being able to start eating it, to be honest with you. Yeah, now that I have access to it, like really have access to it. Alright, oh, here's a nice, beautiful box. Oh, what's in it? Blackberries. August of 2020. Look at that. I can make blackberry pie. Daniel cut down the blackberry bush. It ain't growing no... Oh, it was flowering, but he cut them all... Well, we have to fix the fence, right? But I don't know. So I guess I'm okay with that, though, because... And here's raspberries 2020. Yeah, so this is all fruit. So I'm just going to take out this little bit from underneath here. From this side. Oh God, and just vacuum so that I can wipe down when I'm coming in here, right? Because I'm going to put a unit like this probably flush against the wall. It will fit there perfect for the jars or whatever. Plus I get the top for that stuff, right? And this shelf here, I'm going to probably put, well, you see, I got to be careful. Oh my God. Because of the breaker box, you got to make sure that you can get to the breaker box. But I'll probably move all this and just put it right here, so I can have all my jars right here. That would be nice. Okay, so you probably won't see it. Well, there you go. You kind of see it. You can see what happened here. It's a fairly big hole, actually. Well, there's nothing here, but yeah. Now, like I said, I got 2 different kind of rodents in the house. But right now, everything is, in terms of poop, is small. So, God forbid if a rat gets in. Yeah. So, like I said, I'm just... Yeah. It's a big clean sweep, right? I gotta wash everything down. Oh, yeah. The reason I brought the camera... This mayonnaise is still good, by the way. I already brought one up. This is a no-no. I actually got some upstairs in a cupboard. Oh, sorry, wandering eye. My eye actually hurts. But it's been holding up. So, because, you know, the acid in the tomato eats through the can, right? And there's some more shortening and stuff, so... Or lard, so I'll be... Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to vacuum all that. I'm just getting it ready so to wash, but I'm going to have to vacuum it again. And then maybe even take a brush after the fact. Because I'm feeling with my hands as I'm vacuuming, right? Like this shit's all over the place. Like it's disgusting. And it's going to take a couple, 2-3 times to... I have to still take this out. I want to do this whole little area to start with. And then I got rat poison upstairs. I'm just going to put some rat poison down there and some rat poison behind the door. And I still got my potato flakes with aspen kicking around and stuff. I don't think there's as many mice as there was, but they're still here. Cats, they don't like it. They just, I don't know, maybe there's a rat down here that I don't know about yet. Because, you know, I said something was chewing at the baseboard. It wasn't chewing on the corner. It was actually just chewing just somewhere, like, on the baseboard itself. Mice, I noticed, like, okay, these are mice, right? Because I can tell by the droppings. They're coming in on the corner of things. Where a rat, no, upstairs in the roof, right, where the ceiling is, they're not chewing from the corner. They're chewing along the seam of the wall and the roof. Where it meets, right? It doesn't, like, halfway through the wall at the corner, like at the seam, and where mice seem to like corners. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna vacuum this tonight, and then Andre empties this for me. And I have a bath, and then I'm gonna come down and do it again. I'm gonna try and get this out of here. So that I can get this whole area done, right? Like at least this area, because I'm going to have to vacuum it now, vacuum it again, probably take a brush to it, like a different, I know in my bedroom, I have a little hard bristle hand brush, just to double sure, and then vacuum after I brush it out, and then scrub brush with a bit of water with that orange solution as a disinfectant, let it dry, and then maybe vacuum it again, and then spray the bitch with, I guess, peppermint essential oil solution, right, to help, maybe not, I don't know. And then I can move my stuff in, but it's not like I can put anything on it because I have to wash everything. Pretty much. I have to empty things out and wash. I don't want to be doing this for months. Freaking between everything. Ugh. This is like so freaking complicated, man. Like you don't even know. Holy crumb. Oh man. I just kind of want to just do this whole area right here, and I'm tired. Fuck. Ooh, what is that? It says raspberry grape tang, May of 2022. Ooh, I want that. See, I'm just getting discouraged, and I'm like, oh, just leave it alone, just work around it. But no, my instincts tell me, get this out of here, get this little area figured out, get the unit that you want in there, clear out these freaking drawers, you know, vacuum again, wash it, put the Brillo in there, put some, well, I'm going to put some, first I'm going to put some, I'm not plugging up the holes. I'm going to put some mouse, like rat poison in those 3 spots. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And yes, I'm going to have a bath after I'm done. Whatever. I've done worse than this in houses. This is mild compared to some of the crap I've had to do when I moved into the house. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, the tang is, and the raspberry tang and the grape tang is motivating me to get this little bit out, vacuum it up, go get the mouse poison, just put them down, easy peasy, right? You know, try and get down here tomorrow, try and pick up where you left off, you know. Of course, there's other things I need to be doing too, but this the basement needs to be done. Right, I haven't been down here for, oh yeah, and yeah, somebody somehow, you know, I think there's a person that's picking locks in the neighborhood, and they got in, right, and they went into Tisha's room, they took the stick out and put some dinky little stick in there, which wasn't there before, and they left the window unlocked, and it was, when you opened it, it was just wide enough for some small person like me to crawl through. Yeah. Huh. So now I threw a bunch of shit in that room. So if they come in and they hurt themselves, well, they can't because I locked up the window and I put in another bigger stick. But, you know, like how the hell did they get in? Because after those plumber guys were done, I made sure that window was locked, people, and I made sure there was a proper stick in that window. So, you know, Surrey's a shithole freaking district. It really is. I suppose if you lived in, you know, a neighborhood where everybody had a lot of money and stuff, maybe it'd be better, but whatever. Yeah, see? And I have a right to eat my food. This is hamburger plus beef broth. December of 2022. And then we've got hickory ham. December of 2022. And do you know all these jars are still sealed? Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be so good, man. You don't even know. And just so you know, if you vacuum seal, I'm pretty sure this is vacuum sealed. Okay? Like, this was on the floor with all that other stuff, right? Like, these mice for as prolific as they are or were or still are, really didn't get into this kind of stuff. Like, no. What they've been eating in here, I don't know. Outside of dehydrated fruit from years back. That was in a plastic Ziploc bag up there. High. But outside of that, like, I'm not coming into anything what they've been actually eating. So this is red rife wheat from 2022. So I'm looking forward to that as well. So I'm just going to this right here. That's different. Yeah. Okay. So mission accomplished. I'm just going to vacuum up this little bit in here, right? And then tomorrow I'll get the rat poison. I'm going to put it in that corner, and it's behind the door, right? So I have to, well, I think the door opens. Yeah, it's easy enough. I don't know whether they get to it or not, because it's going to take me a few days, right? And then vacuum again tomorrow. I'll get that little brush, and then wash it, I suppose, right? Empty out these drawers, and then yeah, let it dry. It doesn't smell bad in here, no, right? It smells like wheat because I'm dealing with. I can smell like food, like wheat, as I'm moving boxes and just or whatever. But my nose is running because I'm vacuuming up this crap, right? Ugh. My son, you're supposed to be wearing a mask. Yeah, well, I wouldn't be able to breathe, so I don't think that would work for me. Like I said, I've done worse than this. So, alright, so I'm almost done for the day. I'm feeling pretty motivated with that, what is it, raspberry? You can't find raspberry tang anymore. Maybe if you ordered it on Amazon, you might be able to find it, but it would probably be pretty expensive. Same thing with grape, right? It's really hard to find grape tang and never mind raspberry. So I'm looking forward to having that anyway. Okay, well, I'm kind of a happy camper here. I don't know if I'll ever get a chance to use it because I'm always so busy with other things. I thought my son had this sander, but I just found my electric sander. Yeah, because, you know, I'm working on the yard, a little here, a little there, right? Well, you know how it goes. Oh, hold on, there's a big bag of beans that's not tied up. I don't want that to fall. Oh. No. Oh, what the hell? But mice, I guess, don't like kidney beans. They're not eating it. So that's alright. I'm happy about that. If I want to sand something, I can now. That's great. I don't know where I'm going to put it. But anyway. What else is in here? Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Oh wait, here's a better one. Here's a better one. This one's even better, man. Oh my god, I'm rocking, people. Look at that. I'm freaking rocking. Oh, you know, I was getting mad at my son for taking my freaking sanders. They were in here the whole time. Oh, shit. Like, yeah. I wish I could see better, though, you know? Like, these are like little nails. I can feel it. Yeah. But I don't know what I put in here. Oh. When they were throwing everything out in the basement, I guess, apparently, Marcane was saying that Mr. Gill got all my casters. Yeah. Well, he didn't get that one. I don't know if there's any more in here. I don't know what I'm... Oh, this might work. I need that for the yard. Those things are crappy. They don't last very long. Yeah. Anyway. It's like Christmas. Oh, yeah. I just can't see what's in the jar anymore. Oh... Okay, just, maybe take out the sanders so I don't accidentally cut the cords. Just can't stay here. It's been here too many years already. So, whatever. Something for Andre, right? Andre! Nana scored. Oh, look at this. Remember? Smash and Grab Rhea stole my files. Look at this beautiful file. This is a nice file, people. This is a really nice file. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. I'm in my glory. I'm in my glory. I know it doesn't seem like much to you, but even though I said oh, yeah. I'm going to set up some kind of 5-gallon. I think I mentioned it. 5-gallon bucket. I got a lot of freaking tools in here. I don't know why. 5-gallon bucket. Here's another file. This is nice. Look at these drill bits. These are nice drill bits. These are long. Yeah. All my tools are upstairs though. Toolboxes and stuff. I have no place to put them. Anyway, I gotta look for something long like this. This actually might even work. Would this work? Maybe. This might work. Well, no. I don't know. Because I wanna do a bucket. 5-gallon bucket with a rod with a pop can that can twirl with a ramp to catch as many mice as I can. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, that's a nice... These things are expensive. You know? Anyway, there we go. Backup tools. What's this? A plane? Yeah. That's a plane. That's a nice plane. Yeah. Well, I'll teach Andre how to use that. Yeah. Maybe. I'll just put that in there. I don't know where I'm going to put these things. Anyway. I can't see what's in the bag. Oh, what is it? I have to feel it. I have to look at it and bring it right to my nose. It feels like, yeah, this is for hoses and shit. Or no, these are for stoves. Fuses. Remember the old stoves with the fuses? Right? Yeah. I don't know if people still use it. I have to clean this out anyway. I feel grit in here. This was the bottom shelf. I think the mice were running around in here. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh! Here's some more casters. 3 anyway, that I can see. These are nice casters. Casters are very expensive. Yeah. Okay. What is this? Utility blades? Oh! What is this? I don't know what this is. What is this? Utility hinges. Oh, they're just hinges. Okay, so definitely mice were in that. See, I want a vacuum underneath here. I'm, you know, you get grody with this crap, right? So, this camera's gonna blink out if it hasn't blinked out already. You know, I want a vacuum underneath it. Right? I have to do this in increments, you know. But I'm so happy I have my sander. Oh, yeah. Because I'm thinking about using up the old paint and whatever, right? So you kind of want to... Yeah, I got a vacuum up in there. You kind of want to just, you know, give things a quick sand before you paint it if you can. Right? Depending on what it is, eh? So, and then what's in here, well, same kind of crap, really. I don't know what this is. That's the thing about going blind. Oh, just fans for science. That's nothing. Oh. Let's see. What's that? I don't know. Okay. Not much in this drawer, so that's good. Get this crap out. One drawer is broken, so it doesn't go in properly. Alright. I gotta go have a smoke. She just tearing up the house here. That's it.